G'day folks, my name's Simon. I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. This channel is all about motorcycles, adventure, camping and touring, or as I like to call it, Mad Cat. So I'm just riding past the entrance to Puckapunyal. There's a go-kart track there. Another entrance to Puckapunyal here. So this is all military training grounds off to the side here. Yeah. Big ass fences, electric fences too, wow. They clearly don't want people wandering around in there. Mind you though, being that it's an army base, I can't say I blame them. So anyway, it says that I'm going to reach my destination in about an hour and 10 minutes, which will be good because I'm kind of overriding for the day now. So I'm just zooming along past all of the military training grounds here, and I remembered something when I saw it. There was an entranceway, and inside of it there's a big flagpole, and at the top of the big flagpole is a big red flag. And basically, if you're near any military training grounds in Australia and you see a big red flag at any entrance point, it means there are military exercises going on in that training area at that moment. And the whole idea is to make sure that people are aware of that so that they don't wander in there and accidentally get shot or run over by a tank or something, blown up by a, bomb or something. I don't know, whatever. And then just after that, before I could turn the camera on, I passed a whole pile of emu in the paddock off to the right, in the military training area. But hopefully I'll see some more emu. The emu is the second largest bird on Earth. It's only slightly shorter than the ostrich, which is the largest bird on Earth today, living today. And the emu, just like the ostrich, is flightless. And they basically look like a giant medieval, not even medieval, a giant prehistoric chicken. I've had a few interesting interactions with emus, in fact. There's a video, one of the old videos on my YouTube channel that is all filmed from off my phone, mounted on the windscreen of the bus I was driving out to one of the remote indigenous communities in central Australia. But it's a bit shaky because it was a corrugated dirt road, about 600 kilometres from the nearest town. Anyway, I come around on this road and there's a whole pile of emu in front of me on the road, and they all start running. Not off into the bush where they'd be safe, but along the road. So there's this video of me essentially chasing them down the road. I mean, I wasn't going that fast, but I just wanted them to go so I could continue my trip. G'day guys. If you managed to make it this far through the video today, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you. Please do me a favour though, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because it does help push my channel up through the YouTube algorithm, which means that it will attract even more subscribers. And of course I am trying to grow the channel because I want to make this into something much bigger than it is now. So anyway, I hope you've really enjoyed today's video, getting up to have a look at Powers Lookout up above the King Valley and travelling through a bit of the scenic Victorian countryside. So this is Victoria in Australia. Oh look, kangaroo sign. Nice big clear one, easy to see. Anyway folks, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the like button, and if you want to know whenever I put out a brand new video, hit the bell notification and select all. But if not, I do put out a new video every Wednesday morning at 9 AM Sydney time. And one day I'll actually work out what that is in other parts of the world and let you know. I think, now I'll let you know, because it's too hard to work out while I'm tired and writing. But hey, I'll put it up on the screen. I put out a new video every week at 9 AM Sydney time, and some of the other capital cities around the world will scroll across the screen like magic right now. Isn't that cool? Give me a like just for that, hey? Apparently there's an interesting bridge ahead, so I thought I'd record it. Well, I don't know that it's interesting, it's just got lots of signs about it, so it might actually be interesting. And a sharp bend too by the looks of it. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is quite pretty. Oh wow, look at that. 1867, Shire of MacGyver. What a pretty little bridge. Isn't that wicked? I'm glad I recorded it. So I'm in Castlemaine, which is where my cousin lives. And this is such a pretty area. I like this park. That's a very beautiful park. Some beautiful, huge trees in there. Really nice. And I'm glad I fueled up earlier because I haven't got a lot of fuel left. Down to 112 kilometres range. Apparently there's a petrol station around the corner here though. Hey guys, so I'm still in Castlemaine in Victoria. Decided to spend another night at my cousin's place and catch up a bit more, which is really nice. This is such a pretty little town with such a beautiful area around it. Some lovely old buildings and stuff here too. So I just thought I'd do a quick ride down. I'm actually going down to find this petrol station and fuel up for tomorrow's exit. But I thought, good little opportunity just to have a bit of a quick poke around. There it is, cool. Oh, sounds like the fire station. Sounds like an air raid siren. Oh, there we go, all fueled up, really good. So we'll just take a quick spin down along the main street, I think. It's actually just such a pretty little place, you know. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction for the main street. But there's some gorgeous old buildings here. This is an old gold mining town. And it grew really big during the gold rushes of the 1850s. And then just basically when all the gold ran out, it managed to take up farming and commerce and that sort of thing. And they had a couple of manufacturing plants here, one that makes carpets or made carpets. I don't know if that's still operating or not. And another one as well, which was that big building I went past a few minutes ago with a big chimney on top of it. It was one of those. And this is down in the main CBD part of Castlemaine. Such a lovely little area. I mean, I could quite happily live somewhere like here, I reckon. Quite happily. You know, it's not a huge town, but you're not far from a huge town if you need to go to one. Ballarat or Bendigo and that sort of thing, you know, are big cities now. And there's so many of these buildings here that have been repurposed. So like the Cumberland Hotel's still there. But that looks like it's an old hotel or something that's now a shop. This beautiful old building here as well. I mean, that looks like it's an original bank building. I don't know. Looks like it. Old post office. Castlemaine Telephone Exchange, there you go. This lovely old building, the fitness centre there, and town hall. What a gorgeous old town hall. 1898, there you go folks. The Imperial Hotel. I mean, it's things like that that really make exploring these small country towns such a joy, because there's so many beautiful old buildings like that dotted around, and unless you take the time to push your way off the main motorways and off the main highways, you never see them. I mean, you've got things like this absolutely gorgeous building here with the with the turrets and the dormer windows sticking out from it in every direction, and that's the Imperial Hotel. I mean, it's obviously not a hotel anymore. It could probably do with a bit of a clean up and a bit of a paint, but what a lovely old building. I mean, that's at least 100 years old, isn't it? If not more. I mean, considering that the town hall's 1898, I'd say that's probably the same sort of period, give or take a couple of years, which makes it really, really wonderful. Have a quick look up the other way. But I do like the rec centre there as well, the old wooden building. And there's quite a lot of churches around. There's an awful lot of pubs around, sort of thing that followed the miners around with setting up hotels. I mean, just looking here at the old signal box over there and the railway platforms and so on, they're quite old too. And I think that's the old jail up on the hill there. We'll go up there in a couple of minutes. And the Midland Hotel. Beautiful old buildings. I can't see a date on it just yet. No, there's no date. Very nice though. Down the end of the street here, you see that chimney stack that's there. That's one of the old factories there. This is interesting. Oh, they've made it a cultural centre, Aboriginal Cultural Centre. Castlemaine State Festival. That's really good. But what they've done with it though is it's called the Culture All Macan. That's cool. It's obviously one of the old railway buildings. It's got the big tall ceilings for the steam engines to run through and all that sort of stuff. It's the repurposing of buildings like that into something useful for society now that makes them so nice. I love these big pictures on the sides of the buildings too. This is the sort of thing that I really love about exploring towns, and this is where URBEX, my URBEX passion comes from, is not necessarily always going out and looking through abandoned buildings or abandoned factories or abandoned farm sheds and things like that. It's actually just getting out around towns like this and actually exploring them and having a look and seeing all these beautiful old buildings like this, you know, the old factory here and so on. It's really, really good. Really fun to do. I mean, it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but and there's another one just up here too. Big chimney stack there in the old factory. I'll see if I can get up to the old jail. Not sure what's going on. There's a fire truck down there in the other street. There's a sign there that says this is the alternate entrance to the old jail, so we'll see if we can't get to it, eh? Apparently it's privately owned now, so it could end up being a museum piece or something at some point soon. So I'll have a quick look, see if I can't get there, and then I've got to go back to my cousin's place for dinner. Oh, there it is. What a gorgeous set of buildings too. I mean, prisons have a certain look to them that's kind of scary, of course, because that's what prisons are, but such beautiful old sandstone buildings like that. See if we can't find the entrance to drive up around there, shall we? And it looked so imposing from over the other side of the railway line to look up and see it there. Apparently they run a steam train service through here on weekends and stuff like that, apparently. I think that's what my cousin said. Oh, the Railway Hotel. Always one of them around in there. You got all the old little railway cottage type places like that around as well. And then as you go out of town further, you've got all the old miners' cottages. Beautiful leafy suburb as well. Lots of I'm trying to think of what they're called, those ones. Oh, here we go. What's this say? So they're going to install art and sculpture stuff in the prison. I like that picture of the prisoner there on the left. A very good looking guy to be in prison. Must have been a hard time too. And the leaves from the vine running around the wall there, the colours on them are great. Probably the warden's house, I'd say. This is an absolutely gorgeous building. Absolutely lovely. So much history in these places. If you don't get off the main road, you never find it.